Bonjour, bonjour, bonjour. Moi dis nous bienvenue dans the Bells family. The Bells family. This is where we do cooking. Food, food, food. People always like food. Tout le monde aime manger. Par contre, pour qui raison que yo malade, m'gon zami qui dit m'gon ça que lui-même si yo connaît pral mourir, mettez manger dans ventre li pour yo assurer le mourir à manger dans ventre li. Ça pas veut dire parce qu'elle pral mourir pour yo pas mal manger pour ça. Isn't it a joke? It is a joke because I do not say that in English for you to understand. But here it is the joke. I am going to share it with you. People like food so much, in fact, that I have a friend who told me, do not pretend that she is going to die not to give her food or not to feed her with something. She prefers to die with the food into her belly. Alright? So she likes food so much. Wow. So this is the reason why we spend our time, to teach you how the Bells family does some cooking. That doesn't mean that we know how to cook better. Our food tastes better than other food or other people who may be cooking or thinking that they cook better. But this is our way of cooking food. That's what it is. I have my son here because I never know tomorrow what will happen to him. And I want you to do the same thing with your kids or your children. I like better saying children than kids. Okay, forgive me. It's good to teach your children what to do because we don't know tomorrow and they do not know tomorrow either. So we got to do our work. Our work is to teach them how to prepare for themselves, and preparing them for themselves can be for you as well. In case that you are in bed, you are sick, you become sick, you cannot help yourself, they can do little noodle soup, of course. 4-year-old can do a little noodle soup for you. It depends on how you teach your children. It doesn't matter it's a girl or boy. Ken n'importe sexe lié an li capable faire parce que maman apprend frère nan et kounye ya li toujours croit qu'elle fait plus bon manger parce que même madame ni parce que toute sa femme fait li croit que lui même li fait elle croit qu'elle fait le plus bien. Alright, je dis mais qui ça qui va le passer. Nous allons aller faire ensemble couscous, Parmesan Couscous ensemble avec shrimp. Non déjà ouais, moi nettoyer shrimp moi déjà. I clean my shrimp already and I season my shrimp already. How do I season my shrimp? With my blended spices. My blended spices is a combination of a lot of things, and one day I'll show you how I do my blended spices. Once I have my blended spices, trust me, I don't need anything else in the food because my blended spices already contains all of the ingredients, including garlic, cloves, my hot pepper. Most of the time I like to use the one from my backyard because the one from my backyard, the smells is different from the ones that we purchase from the grocery store. So I don't want to talk too much. Let's begin. All right, so the couscous parmesan, there's a special way to cook it. Normally with the recipe we have to have 1 cup and a half of water to cook it. But I don't like my grain stuff to be cooking too much. I don't like it too smushy or too soft. I am going to use only 1 cup instead of 1.5 cup. For me, 1 cup is even too much. 1 cup is even too much. I am going to use instead 3/4, they call it, boo boo. 3/4. All right, I'll use 3/4 because I really do not want it to cook too much. Okay, this is my pot, and I want it to boil now because I don't spend time in cooking. When I do cooking, I do my food or cook my food, I want it to be done is brum brum brum. Well, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I am going to warm my water into a hot pot because that one is going to be boiled faster than the little electronic pot. In the meantime, this is how I do it fast. Because the couscous is not going to take long to cook. In the meantime, so I am going to be preparing my vegetables for my shrimp couscous. All right. I'm going to move that a little bit. Do not worry about, do not worry, tell them please I am doing the video, please. Oh Lord. All right, I put my little oil. I don't want it to be trop chaud parce que m'pa vle végétab yo cuit trop. OK? M'pa vle yo cuit trop. OK. Okay, here it is. I start with the onions, green onions. Okay. So if you like cooking, whenever you're going to cook is going to be like fun to you. M'pa di ke mwen reme fè manger. Oh Lord. M'pa di mwen reme fè manger, m'pa di m'pa reme fè manger, mais ki n'importe sa m'a fè yan, mwen bat pour que mwen prend plaisir là-dedans. Parce que moi reme pour moi faire li bien et puis moi satisfait moun qui pour le manger là. OK? Et ça seulement qui gagne la caille moi, mais ça pas veut dire que me fait manger à puis bien que l'autre monde. À esprit que moi fait là, il y a un esprit positif. OK. Prends de l'eau chaude pour moi bobo, take the pot. Okay. So excuse me. Okay. Excusez-moi dans la vidéo, on attend de me faire quelques petits parler. Je vais parler avec un petit moins, OK? Parce que il y a pas prendre pour lui faire manger. Il y a pas prendre pour lui faire manger. If you heard me talking a little bit on the background, I am talking to my son because he's learning how to cook. So, okay. This is the water. And I keep a little bit hot water on the side in case that I need some to pour into the pot. Okay. Fè manger pas difficile pour un monde qui déjà pas remen. C'est difficile, mais pour un monde qui remen, il pas difficile. Au contraire, il prend plaisir dans fait manger pour li bay moun manger. Un monde qui déjà remen. Quel que soit ça va faire, mets un petit olive oil. I add a little olive oil. Quel n'importe ça va faire pour faire li. Les bourguins en haut la donne. Vous faites bien. Ok. Moi, je mets un petit sel. I add a little salt. Et ajouter un petit sel. Ok. Now, moi, ajouter un petit de l'eau encore. Couscous n'a réellement pas besoin de le temps pour le cuire. Moi, couvrir-le. Il y a ça qui est là, ma quitter. Green onions là pour les frits. Until it looks like it's dark. On va mettre green oignons pour les fruits. On va suivre ensemble avec moi là. Réellement bien. Ok. Ou doit utiliser n'importe oignon. Mais moi-même, moi utiliser les oignons rouges là dans la recette ça. Mais on doit utiliser n'importe oignon. Ok. On y a ajouté les oignons rouges là. Il y a des gens qui relèvent le mauve. Mais moi-même, moi relève les rouges. Red onions, bobo. Ok. Il y a des gens qui connaissent Asian food. Il t'apparaît que nous avons fait Asian food cooking. Mais ce n'est pas du riz que nous avons fait, c'est ensemble avec couscous que nous avons fait. Ok. Je vais checker couscous là qu'on y a pour moi pas marier. I told you guys. Ça va besoin. Ça va bien temps. Puis vraiment. Ok. Je vais ajouter un petit de l'eau encore qu'on y a là-dedans. Mettons un petit de l'eau encore. Ok. Qu'on y a, qui ça m'a choisi de mettre là-dedans, tout petit, un petit cabbage. Hein? Je suis capable de dire que ça c'est un manger qui est en santé. Hein? Ok. I am shredding a little cabbage. Little cabbage. Huh? A little cabbage. All right. Okay, moi quitter les sous l'eau. Why I do not add any spicy because I know that the shrimp have the spices that I need already, so I don't need to add any more salt. No such thing like pepper. They were already in the spices that I made. Okay, now I am dicing, not really shred, my green and red pepper. You see how simple it is? Li réellement simple. Jeune mesdames yo, jeune petit messieurs yo, pas besoin en pile. Okay. Okay, because we don't want the vegetables to be cooking too much, we add the shrimp. Now, I'm going to cover it a little bit. Okay. Okay, and I am sprinkling some parsley, dry parsley, and I will add a little butter in it. In the meantime, do not forget to check on your couscous. You see, the couscous, il presque bon konya là. Presque bon. Ok. Bal couvrir shrimp là yon ti place. C'est pas couverture li non. Ça va venir à couverture. Mais c'est juste pour pas couvrir chaud. Ok. Nous faisons monter le volume du feu. Hein? Pendant ce temps, on toujours gon bagay n'a fait. On y a n'a coupé green pepper ya pendant ça a fait. Puis là nous fini. Tout bagay fini en seul coup. Don't forget, when you guys finish, you do not let the kitchen for your parents to clean. Once you finish, you clean your own stuff after yourself. Alright? Okay. Now we can say we do have the green and the red diced pepper ready. You see, Joshua?
Yeah.
Holding the knife, it's not supposed to be a problem. You see where I hold the knife and then, okay? So the white hands, the right hand is doing the job. Yeah. Okay. Okay, now virer You turn the shrimp. You're happy already, Boo Boo?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I cover it again. Mm. Yep, it's good. Okay, guess what? Since we are cooking Parmesan couscous, now it is the time for me to add the Parmesan cheese. I'll sprinkle it and then I am going to stir it. It's hot. Okay, now I turn that off because the couscous with the Parmesan is cooked. This one is cooked as well, but it doesn't have to be dried for me to pour the couscous in it. Why? Because I need the spicy to get in the couscous.
Like you tasted already.
I'm going to taste it in a minute. I am going to taste it in a minute. Okay. I want it to dry. Vle ke li seche. E mpa vle vegetab yo tro cuit la dan tou. Konye am kapab di, map adisyone green pepper ya. Wow. Oh, Auntie Claire, you'll be happy eating this. Wow. Wow. Ou pa bezwen, ou pa bezwen ke li vegetab yo cuit la dan. You don't need the green pepper and the red pepper to be smoochy. You don't want that. Wow. How long does it take to cook just Parmesan couscous with shrimp? Let me see. It's not even 30 minutes. It can be less than that. It takes me a little time because I was teaching. Other than that, it would take me 15 minutes to cook this type of food. How do you see it? I see it. It's really beautiful. All right. Who wants to taste?
I do.
You do? You want to taste with a shrimp? Oh, with a shrimp? Okay. I'll have you taste with a shrimp. I like smart people who want to taste. I do. Okay, somebody want to taste. Here it is. Mmm. Bon appetit, Claire. Huh? Just give you one shrimp? Okay. One shrimp, boo-boo. Be careful with pot. You should give me your plate, I'll give you a plate. Here on it. Okay, now the food is over, and I turn off my oven, my stove, I mean. Wow. It is yummy, Claire? You know how to cook. If you say it's yummy, it's yummy.
It's scrumptious.
Really? Ooh, I'm happy now. Let me dance. Guys, bon appetit. I am going to leave you and I'll see you in the next video for my next recipe. Today we do Parmesan couscous with shrimp. Of course it has vegetables in it, but that one is with shrimp. Next time we'll do with chicken. What do you think? Get ready and be ready. We are going to do it together. See you in the next video. Thank you for watching the Bells family.